Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Talk.
Hey, our YouTube family, we're so excited to see you here today.
I'm Emily.
And I'm Jack. On this channel, we help you learn real, natural English you can use every day.
Today's topic is super exciting. We're going to talk about cultural experiences, how to share them in English, and have fun conversations.
That's right. Cultural experiences can include things like trying new food, visiting festivals, learning traditions, or traveling abroad.
And this is one of the most common topics in English conversations. Whether you're chatting with friends, meeting new people, or even in a job interview, people love talking about culture.
Exactly. And don't worry, we'll make it easy and fun. We'll share our own experiences, show useful vocabulary, and give lots of examples you can use.
Before we start, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy this video. It really helps us out. And subscribe to English Talk for more lessons like this. We post new videos every day.
All right, let's not waste any time. Are you ready?
Let's do it!
So, Emily, have you ever had a cultural experience that really surprised you?
Oh, yes. Last year, I visited Japan and tried a traditional tea ceremony. It was very different from anything I had experienced before.
That sounds amazing. What did you like the most?
I loved how calm and respectful everyone was. It felt like a completely different world.
I know what you mean. I remember my first cultural experience in Mexico. I went to a local festival and tried street food I had never eaten before. It was spicy, colorful, and full of energy.
Wow, that sounds delicious.
It really was.
So, when you start talking about cultural experiences, a good tip is to share where you went, what you did, and how it made you feel.
Exactly. Let's show a simple structure. Where you were, I visited Japan. What you did, I tried a traditional tea ceremony. Your feelings or thoughts, it was peaceful and relaxing.
And you can also include small details to make your story more interesting.
Now, let's learn some useful words and phrases you can use. Tradition or custom, something people do regularly in a culture. Example, in Japan, bowing is an important tradition.
Festival or celebration, an event with music, food, or rituals. Example, I went to a colorful festival in Mexico with dancing and food.
Local cuisine or specialty, traditional food from a place. Example, I tried sushi, a famous local cuisine in Japan.
Cultural shock, feeling surprised or confused in a new culture. Example, I experienced cultural shock when I saw how different the traffic rules were.
Experience or encounter, something you personally do or meet. Example, meeting local artists was a great experience.
And don't forget phrases like, I had the chance to, it was amazing to see, I learned a lot about.
Using these words will make your story sound natural and interesting.
Okay, Jack, let's do a role play. Imagine I'm meeting you for the first time and I want to ask about your cultural experiences.
Sounds good. Go ahead.
Hi, Jack. I heard you've traveled a lot. Can you tell me about a cultural experience you really enjoyed?
Sure. Last year, I visited Thailand and went to the Loei Krathong Festival. It's a festival where people float lanterns on the river.
That sounds beautiful. What was it like?
It was magical. Thousands of lanterns floated on the water, and there was music, dancing, and traditional food everywhere. I also tried some local dishes I had never eaten before.
Wow, what did you try?
I tried pad thai, mango sticky rice, and some spicy street food. At first, it was very spicy, and I felt a little overwhelmed, but it was an amazing experience.
I can imagine. Did you learn anything about Thai culture?
Yes, I learned that respect and mindfulness are very important in Thai culture. People were so polite, and everyone took care to make the festival peaceful and enjoyable.
That's a great story. I think when we talk about cultural experiences, it's always good to mention food, customs, and your personal feelings.
Exactly. Now, Emily, let me ask you, can you tell me about a cultural experience you've had recently?
Sure. Last month, I went to Spain during La Somatina, the tomato throwing festival. It was wild. People were laughing and throwing tomatoes everywhere. I got covered in tomato juice from head to toe.
Oh, wow, that must have been messy.
It was, but it was also so much fun. I met locals and tourists from all over the world, and we were all sharing laughs together. It was a very lively and energetic experience.
That's amazing. I like how you shared what happened, your feelings, and the unique part of the culture. That's the key to telling cultural stories in English.
Okay, everyone, now it's your turn. Pause the video and answer this question out loud. What is one cultural experience you've had, and how did it make you feel?
Remember to use the phrases we just practiced. I had the chance to, it was amazing to see, I learned a lot about.
Ready? Pause the video, say your answer, and then we'll continue. All right, Jack, now let's talk about cultural differences. Sometimes cultural experiences can be surprising or even challenging.
That's true. When I traveled to Japan, I experienced cultural shock at first.
Oh, really? What happened?
Well, for example, people bow instead of shaking hands, and there are very strict rules about how to behave in public. I accidentally made some small mistakes like talking loudly on the train.
Oh, no, that happens to everyone at first.
Yes, but I learned quickly. That's the thing about cultural experiences. You sometimes feel nervous or confused, but it's a great way to learn and grow.
Exactly. I remember when I visited India, I was surprised by the spices in the food and the busy streets. At first, it was overwhelming, but I learned to embrace the chaos and enjoy the unique energy of the city.
That's a good point. When we talk about cultural differences in English, you can use words like different from what I expected, it surprised me, I had to adjust, it was challenging at first, I learned a lot about.
Let's try a mini dialogue using these phrases.
Sure.
Hi, Jack. I heard you visited Morocco. How was it?
Hi, Emily. It was amazing, but different from what I expected. The markets were so busy and the smells and colors were intense.
That sounds exciting. Was it challenging?
Yes, at first I was a little overwhelmed, but I had to adjust to the pace of the city. By the end of the trip, I felt more confident and learned a lot about Moroccan culture.
That's perfect. Notice how we shared initial feelings, what we did, and what we learned. That's a natural way to talk about challenges during cultural experiences.
Now, your turn. Pause the video and answer. Have you ever experienced a cultural difference that surprised you or challenged you? How did you feel?
Use phrases like, it was different from what I expected, I had to adjust, I learned a lot about. Take a moment to speak out loud. Go ahead. After this, we'll move on to talking about your favorite cultural experiences, sharing why you enjoyed them and adding even more vocabulary and phrases.
Yes, and we'll also practice role-play conversations that you can use with friends or classmates.
This will help you sound confident and natural in English when sharing your stories.
All right, Jack, let's talk about favorite cultural experiences. This is a great way to make your conversations more engaging.
Absolutely. When you share your favorite experiences, people feel your excitement and want to ask questions. For example, one of my favorite cultural experiences was visiting Italy. I joined a cooking class in Tuscany and learned how to make fresh pasta from scratch.
That sounds amazing. What did you enjoy the most?
I loved learning the techniques from local chefs and tasting the pasta right after we made it. It felt so authentic. I also learned a lot about Italian culture through food, which made it even more memorable.
I like how you included what you did, how it felt, and what you learned. That makes the story interesting.
Exactly. Now, Jack, what's your favorite cultural experience?
I think it was when I attended the Holi festival in India. You know, the Festival of Colors.
Oh, yes. Tell me more.
Well, everyone throws colored powder in the air and on each other. At first, I was a little nervous because I didn't know what to expect, but then I joined in and it was so much fun. I laughed the whole day and made new friends from around the world.
That's a great story. Notice the words Jack used. I didn't know what to expect. It was so much fun. I made new friends.
Yes, these phrases are perfect for sharing your favorite experiences. They make your story vivid and relatable.
Extra phrases for describing favorite cultural experiences. Let's go over some more useful phrases. One of the most memorable experiences was, I'll never forget the time when, It was an unforgettable experience because I felt so inspired, excited, amazed when.
Here's an example using these phrases. One of the most memorable experiences was visiting a traditional festival in Mexico. I'll never forget the time when people were dancing in the streets. It was an unforgettable experience because I felt completely immersed in the culture.
Perfect. You can see how using these phrases makes your story sound natural and enthusiastic.
Mini practice for viewers speaking challenge. Now, it's your turn. Pause the video and answer, what is one of your favorite cultural experiences and why was it memorable?
Try use one of these phrases in every answer. One of the most memorable experiences was, I'll never forget the time when. It was unforgettable because.
Take your time. Speaking out loud is the best way to remember and use new phrases naturally.
Part 7 Preview. Comparing cultural experiences.